Give yourselves a hand. Look around this room, man. The business is booming at EXP. I mean, it's just been it just won't stop. It's like picking up momentum. It's very exciting. You know what's going to happen in the next year or two? It's this market crowns, and people are talking about recession next year. Agents will not be making money like drunken sailors, and they will be looking for other opportunities. We are poised. We're posing. We're poised. We're poised to explode. I mean, just buckle up. And our next speaker is coming to you. We're going to switch the slides there, Mr. Slide Man. Christina, I'm talking to you guys. We're going to put up the new slide. Our next speaker is coming to you from, how do you say that? Kailua, Hawaii, with 18 personally sponsored, 101. She's the queen of the Hawaiian Islands. Help me welcome Sherine Duncan. And she's my dear friend. Woo!
She always gets me so excited. I want to be around Brent all the time. And that's the whole point. And, you know, that's my whole point about talking to you today is I want you to be that person like Brent that everybody wants to be around. Every agent wants to know Brent. Every agent should want to know you. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. But real quick, I will just kind of say who I am. But I am Sherine Duncan from Kailua. That's not Kailua Big Island where the volcanoes are. It's Kailua Oahu. But anyway, yeah. That's good. So I had to bring notes. Everybody else is so much smarter than me. But I am originally from California, and I've only been in Hawaii for 6.5 years. I lived all over California. People ask me where. I'm like southern, central, and northern. That's where I'm from in California. And but anyway, in Hawaii, 6.5 years, and I've only been selling real estate for 4 years. And basically, there's about 8,600 realtors on Oahu. It's ridiculous how many people are there. In my second year, I made the top 100, and I know that happened because of my whole lifetime. My whole life, I've been in the industry of real estate, and I was in the mortgage business for a long time. I had a mortgage company in Central Coast, and so what was my job? It was to attract realtors, right? And I did grow up with a father as a realtor, but then I went on to Lake Tahoe, and I worked with Fidelity National Title. What was my job? Attract realtors. And then that moved me to Hawaii, and I did that for a little while. I don't like it. And then I went on to just start selling real estate, and then I didn't worry about attracting realtors anymore. And then I just came to EXP 10 months ago, and what's my job again? So it's so funny because I do love realtors, okay? I do. I better because it's been my whole life. And so kind of what I wanted to talk about especially was exactly that, just attracting realtors. And I think I'm literally a professional realtor butt kisser. I mean, that's what I've done all my life. I don't know if I can say all that, but I just did. So I was just saying, you know, like right from the beginning, it's just, I remember, Rob said something that resonated with me, and I'll say that in a second. But just basically our job is to go out and think about every single client you have. Say you're sitting in a bar, a friend tells you, my friend who has a house on Mokulea Drive, which you know every house is worth $1 million or more, is looking for a realtor. And you're just like, game on, right? You're game on. That's what you do. You feel it. You're like, okay, I'm going to try to play this cool, and I'm going to let them know I'm a realtor, and I'm going to talk to them. But you need to do that every single time you look at a realtor. They are so much more than $1 million listing. And what I love is you guys have been paying for leads for buyers and sellers all these years, and as Rob Flick says, your clients now are advertising themselves. Like they put their name on their cars and on everything. It's hard to find a buyer and seller, but it's really easy to find a realtor. So our clients are now so really easy to find. I mean, Rob, that resonated so much, I went back and I quit all my leads. I was like, well, that's stupid. Why am I spending all that money on that when I can just go sponsor realtors who advertise themselves? Like, really, it just hit me. I thought that was funny. But what else do I have? I'm nervous. Look I could shake almost. So I just want to make sure I hit everything Brent asked us to. How do you attract realtors? Okay, so we just talked, that's your thing. Well, how do you attract realtors? So I like to start from the very get-go. If somebody's calling to show one of my properties or I'm calling to show theirs, okay? So right off the bat, it's just, what a beautiful listing you have. I have a great buyer. I'm really excited to show it to him. You marketed it beautifully. You know, your twilight shots, the drone shots really gives me a great, feel of the property already, and my clients are excited to see it. So, I mean, I start out like that, okay? And the same thing, if they call me to show one of my listings, I say, wow, thank you so much for choosing my listing to show. So you don't normally hear all that all the time, okay? That should be part of your everyday life, starting like now. It gets me like immediately in the door. So through the whole process of the transaction with them, even if I'm at the house and they come with their buyers and it's my listing and they introduce their people, I immediately say, hey, Joel Cavasso, your realtor, he's one of my favorites. If he is, I'm going to be genuine. He is a flippin' rock star. I really hope you love this house, but I'd like to work with him. Again, you have just validated another realtor, made them feel amazing. So by the time I'm done with a transaction or whether I'm just showing whatever, Lisa and I were talking today about, say you're just at an open house and people come in all day long, yes, I have a realtor, yes, I have a realtor, right? Find out who the realtor is and then call that realtor after the open house. Say, your client's Joe and, Jojo and so are at my house today. And they're wonderful buyers, just wanted to touch base with you. Thank you for sending them to my open. So every chance you get, build a relationship. Don't cold call. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm so against that. But I am, because I don't want EXP out there to be like, people are like, oh yeah, EXP, yeah. I get all these stupid calls from agents about that. That's what's gonna happen if everybody starts cold calling. We want a reputation of being an awesome, attracting agent. So work agents, work other agents. They're everywhere. If you're selling real estate, you're running into agents every day. You don't have to cold call. So, basically, I kind of wanted to talk about that. I really think if we attract agents, there's so many ways. You get done, you send them a nice closing gift. That's what you do with your client, right? Send the other agent a nice closing gift. When you're done with that and you call that agent and you say, hey, what a great transaction we just had. You want to sit down and have a cup of coffee? Human nature, like I just said when I got up here on the stage and Brent handed this and I'm the queen of Hawaii, man, I'm feeling so good about myself. So people want to feel good about themselves. If you have made them feel good about themselves and haven't been like, oh, that's your job, but how can I help through the whole transaction? You get done and they're going to sit down and have coffee with you. I don't care what you tell them you're going to do, they're going to. So you sit down, you have coffee, and I like to learn about them during that time. I don't want to talk about myself right off the bat, but find out who these people are. Build a real relationship. At the end, and I love, this is key, at the end of our little coffee meeting, I just say, I'm really excited. And I ask them what they like and don't like about their company, so then I know what pieces I'm going to say about EXP. So I will just tell them, oh my gosh, I also started this company not very long ago. I really love it. I'm only paying them $16,000 a year as far as out of my commissions. It's amazing. And then they want to know more, and then I'm like, oh, shoot, we got to go. And they're like, well, you just started telling me. Sounds pretty cool. And this happens across the board almost every meeting I have. And then I'm just like, you know what? I will shoot you an email. If watch it with your spouse. Take your time. Have fun. Call me I said it's not for everybody, but call me if you think you might want it for you, or tell me if you have a fellow agent that you think they might be interested. That's it. I leave it. I send them an email, follow-up, great lunch, great to hear about this, that. Here's the little video I told you about. And that works. It just works. So my whole time today, I know you had it planned out, but I just wanted to talk about agent attraction and how amazing it can be. And I do feel like that's all I've done all my life, so I'm just going to keep doing it. And honestly, the other thing is I've been selling real because I live in Hawaii, and who was that I was talking to today? And literally, yes, the sun always shines and the water is warm, but a half a gallon of milk is $8. So I'm single, and I have to make all the money to live there. And I live in Kailua, where it's like the most expensive place to live in all of Hawaii. So it's really, I have to work really, really hard selling a lot of houses right now. I'm finally cresting that 10,000 mark too. That's a great number. Keely, it's taken me 8 months. I'm chasing that little girl. I'm just chasing her. I want to be like that. So I will be sponsoring more agents. I feel like I just needed to crest that, making the real estate part of this. I'd keep selling houses. But anyway, I'm very, very excited. Right now, I just want to quit and just sell. But just sell EXP only. But I'm going to keep selling houses, but I'm very, very excited. As far as I want to say thank yous to Chris Okamura, my Japanese cowboy sponsor. I don't know where he is. Where are you, Chris? He's told me he's short. Maybe he is. Oh, okay. Hi, Chris. You didn't have your Hawaii hat on. But anyway, he sponsored me from California, and you know what? He knows more people in my downline than I do. He's up in my EXP kitchen taking care of stuff all the time. And I really, really, really appreciate him. Brent and I go back. We actually met in our early 20s, and it was 30 years ago. He tells everybody how old he is all the time. So anyway, we go way, way back. We've kind of kept in touch somewhat of each other. And I feel like everybody in here would be lucky to have him as a realtor mentor. But every one of us does, have this crazy, fun, positive, passionate guy leading by example, showing us how EXP works. And the nice part is EXP gave us this huge opportunity. Huge, ridiculous opportunity. But Brent, thank you. You've given us belief in this opportunity. Really.